So have you ever felt completely drained of inspiration, even though you have book ideas, you have maybe projects you're working on, you have a work in progress going, but you show up to your writing session and you feel drained, you feel like, okay, where do I go from here? Maybe you're a plotter, maybe you're a pantser. It can happen to any writer, no matter what your system of approach is. And a lot of times we define this feeling of burnout and lack of inspiration as writer's block. But in this video, I want us to define what exactly writer's block is, rather than letting writer's block define us and our writing careers and our writing practice. So often we can begin to associate with these feelings of stuckness, these feelings of lacking inspiration, lacking creativity. We can actually become the writer's block. We can attract more of it into our lives by continuing to focus on those feelings of being stuck. So let's define what exactly writer's block is. Writer's block isn't so much of a thing in and of itself as much as it is just the absence of something. It's the absence of creativity. It's the absence of that flow state. So how can we actually tap into that flow state? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. But first, I wanted to let you know there's going to be a free printable down below in the description that's going to give you some prompts that kind of hook up really well with everything we're going to talk about. So I highly recommend downloading that and using it in your own practice, because it's going to help you ask yourself questions that are going to get your creativity flowing. So first and foremost, and this is the thing that has helped me through years of writing, is identifying what is it that inspires you. What inspires you specifically? Because everyone's going to answer this question differently. Every single artist out there is inspired by different things. And what inspires me might not inspire you in the same way, and vice versa. So take a moment, or maybe take a few hours, like go to a park, get yourself a cup of coffee, relax with a notebook, take a deep breath, and think about what some of the things are that really light you up. And I don't just mean that are fun to participate in, but what are things that long after they happen, hours later, maybe that night, you're lying in bed and you're thinking about how much you enjoyed that thing, and maybe it's sparking new ideas that are kind of branching off of it. What are some of those things? What are some of the things that when you do them, you lose track of time? Hours can slip by and you don't even notice. What are some of those things? It can be activities, hobbies, can be certain types of writing or certain types of art. What are those things that it's like, wow, you can just get lost in that thing? So when we begin to identify the things that inspire us, even when we're in a state of stuckness or writer's block, we can start to ask ourselves, how do we bring the inspiration back? Because that's really what we want to do. It's like walking into a dark room. What do we need to do in order to see? We need to flip the switch and turn on the lights. So how do we do that inside of ourselves? All we have to do is identify what those things are that bring us back to a state of creativity. So once you've identified those few things that really inspire you, start doing those. Start incorporating those into your daily life, which leads us to our next point, which is fill the cup. I can't emphasize this one enough. I wish I could underline it 3 or 4 times, because it is that important. You need to be filling your cup on a daily basis as an artist so that you can continue to pour out of that cup. Makes sense, right? We can't pour out of an empty cup. If we're not inspired ourselves, our readers are going to pick up on that. If we're not stoked about what we're making, we can't expect our readers to be excited about what they're consuming. It's as simple as that. All this stuff is like subliminally, it's in the undertones of our writing. Our readers can feel it. And I don't know about you, but I've read many things that I can feel that the writer was excited and in love with what they were writing. They were in a flow state. It's almost like something you can tangibly feel in the work. And in order for us to have that, we have to first be feeding and filling ourselves with things that make us feel creatively nourished. Another thing that can really help is to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. What do I mean by that? What I mean is if you feel stuck, if you feel like, okay, it just isn't working, I show up every day to my writing sessions and it's like beating my head against the wall and I can't get anything done, I want you to drop everything and do something entirely different. Do something so different than what you normally do that it almost scares you. Do something wild, something completely different from what you would normally do. I want you to knock yourself out of your routine, surprise yourself, go somewhere different to write if you need to. Drive to a coffee shop, sit down and write something else. Maybe you normally write historical fiction. Try writing a sci-fi short story. Just try it. Just try it. Just write dialogue back and forth between two characters. Who are they? Where did they come from? We don't know. It's a mystery. You figure it out. Or maybe try writing poetry, which is what I did. And I hadn't written poetry in years. And I started writing some poems and it inspired me so much to just feel the words flowing in a different way. It creates new paths of neurons firing and wiring in your brain, helping you find your way back to a creative flow state. So try something new. If you feel stuck, try stepping out of the routine and do something completely and entirely different. Another thing that can really help you to find your creative flow state is prompts. And you're going to find an entire list of get me out of writer's block prompts down in the description. You can download it for free and see what it does. See what it does for your creative practice. Just take a moment, sit down maybe before your session and start going through some of these prompts. See how they help you. See how they might spark your creativity. If you want to delve into this deeper, we're having a free study night right here on my YouTube channel leading up to the Muse Challenge Summit for May, which is all about beating writer's block. I'd love for you to register for that summit below. And if you're unfamiliar with Muse Challenge, it's my initiative for writers. It's a beautiful and blossoming community of writers who want to take their practice to the next level through unique and creative monthly challenges that we meet up live to discuss every single month. So register for that below. May's challenge is all about overcoming writer's block and finding that creative spark. But leading up to that summit, we're having a free study night here on my YouTube channel. Do not miss it. You're going to want to gain all the benefits from being there. We're going to discuss so many cool things about how to stay creative, inspired, and establish a deep and enriching writing practice for yourself as a writer that's going to help you take your writing career and your writing practice to the next level. I hope this video helped you. If you found these tips helpful, these questions interesting, definitely subscribe because I would love to have you here in the community. I don't want you to miss the next video. Also ring the bell so that you get notified next time I upload. All right, stay creative, my friend, and I will see you again soon.